Good afternoon, everybody. This is Robert with the Space Coast Rocket. We're live in Melbourne on Ellis Road, between Ellis Road and Wickham and 95. And we came across a group of workers here. These are workers with AT&T. Um, this is a strike that's been organized by their union. And it's not just Melbourne. This is a strike for the CWA, the union with the AT&T workers, the linemen, the technicians that come out to your house, all those that provide those services to the community. They are currently in negotiations with their bargaining unit to negotiate with AT&T over their wages, and they aren't happy with the way that bargaining has been going. I spoke with the representative that's representing the union and part of these negotiations, and they say that they're striking because AT&T is not negotiating in good faith. So I asked him how long this strike was going to go for. He said as long as it takes for the AT&T to start negotiating in good faith. So you have your men on the front line, so to speak, out here with AT&T, part of the CWA union, out here striking, as exercising their rights, trying to fight for fair wages from AT&T. So we've been informed that it's a regional strike. It's the southeast region of the United States, which encompasses Florida, Alabama, Georgia, North and South Carolina, Kentucky, and maybe one more state. Don't know if it's the rest of the country, the other regions are going to be doing the same thing or not. But that's definitely what's happening in the southeast region, and that's what's happening here in Melbourne on Ellis Road, as these workers for AT&T are complaining of unfair wages and AT&T negotiating in bad faith uh, for their union labor agreement. Um, so they said they're willing to be out here as long as it takes for AT&T to come to the table in good faith. The union representative I spoke to stated that the AT&T representatives that are at the bargaining table don't actually hold the authority to make the decisions themselves. So that's their basis for saying that they're negotiating in bad faith. So these are your local workers here in Brevard County that work for AT&T that provide the services to your homes, and they are out here striking, trying to get AT&T to uh, negotiate in good faith and pay them a fair wage. So that's about all the information that we have on it. Don't know how long it's going to last. They said it could last for days, could last for weeks. Just depends on how long it takes for them to come to an agreement. But right now, it doesn't sound like they're anywhere near where they need to be in order for that to happen. They did say that they understand that this is going to affect some of the services that they provide to local residents here in Brevard County, and they empathize with those customers, and they just ask that those customers who are impacted maybe contact AT&T to try to encourage them to negotiate in good faith. Ellis Road is a industrial road here where a lot of local small businesses and manufacturing takes place. So they have signs out here that say if you are fighting for the middle class or if you support workers, honk your horn. So that's why you're hearing so many horns honking, because this is a very blue collar area where you have where the rubber meets the road, where most of your workers that service this community are centrally located. So we'll try to continue to find out what's going on with this story and what's going on with negotiations as they move along. But again, this is a strike. It's not just a protest; it is a strike. So these guys are not working as they try to force negotiations in a good faith from AT&T. So your services may be impacted, and if you had an appointment or something that got canceled, this might be the reason why. So, but we just drove by, saw this happening. One of our viewers sent us a message saying, "Hey, there's a bunch of people out here." So we came out to see what's going on. And that's what's going on. So we got a busy day today. Accident just happened on 95 northbound in this area off of the Ellis Road, so it's probably impacting traffic on 95 as well. And then, of course, we have our hearing for our lawsuit against the supervisor of elections today. That's at 3:45 p.m. Uh, we thought we may be able to broadcast that earlier, but court rules don't allow us to broadcast that hearing. But you can watch it live can't watch that hearing live. You just have to email the judicial assistant for the Honorable Judge Scott Blau if you want to get the link to watch that online hearing today at 3:45 for our lawsuit against the Brevard County Supervisor of Elections. All right, guys, so this is Robert, Space Coast Rocket. Again, for those who didn't catch the beginning, this is a workers' strike for AT&T workers. It's a Southeast regional strike for bad negotiations, they say, from AT&T not paying them fair wages. So once we get more information, we'll keep you updated. Everybody stay safe, and thanks for watching.
Hey, this is Jerry with On Point Wildlife Removal. If you think you might have critters in your attic like squirrels, bats, rats, or raccoons, give us a call today. We'll come out, we'll take a look, and give you a free quote to get them out, to seal up your home, and clean up whatever mess they left behind. We're locally owned and operated, and we're fully licensed and insured.